Ryan Poles' first ever draft pick just got that bag. You want to talk about it? Keep it locked. Welcome back, everybody, to another all-new edition of CHI Go Bears. As always, it's your boy John Jay, and with me once again is my dog, D Snow from the Go. What's going on, cuzzo?
Hey, man.
Uh-oh.
Money.
Talk about
Money. Hey, boy, Post throwing that money around, boy. Hey, you think it was his money he's spending?
it. Man, for real. So, ladies and gentlemen, now this happened over the weekend, and so we bringing it to you a little bit late. I'm sure you've heard about it before, but we're gonna bring it to you again because that's what we do. But if you've been living under a rock and haven't heard, the Bears signed cornerback Kyler Gordon to a contract extension, y'all. He got a 3-year, $40 million deal with $31.25 million guaranteed. That makes Kyler Gordon the highest paid slot corner in the NFL. D Snow, what you think about Ryan Poles locking down his first ever draft pick?
Hey, besides the little, couple of injuries he had, I mean, the kid stays on the field. He's an energy kid. We love that.
Spider-Man.
We talk about how that defense has to be stout. You need a great cornerback. You need great guys to play the slot. You need these guys that can play defense out there. And he's one of those, young guys that you want to lock down because the contracts are starting to get out of pocket. It's getting crazy out there. So if you can lock your guy down without having to spend too much, you got to go ahead and get in there and do that.
Facts. Yeah, I agree with you. I think this was a good move. Like I said, this was Poles' first ever draft pick. His first year as a Bears GM, he didn't have a first round pick. If you remember, that was given up in the Justin Fields trade that got us Justin Fields. We had given up that first round pick. So Ryan Poles didn't have a first round pick that year, but he had two tools, Kyler Gordon and Jaquan Brisker. So it's nice to see, especially with one of the big knocks on Ryan Poles has been that his draft picks have been the weakest aspect of his GMing. So to see his first ever draft pick get signed and become the highest paid slot cornerback in the league is a testament.
Yeah,
I would say that's a pretty good draft. That first year, you got Jaquan Brisker, Kyler Gordon, and you got Braxton Jones, your starting left tackle in the 5th round. So I would say that's pretty good. These guys have been starters all the way up to now.
We're slowly building a culture, man. You see it, and then he's retaining his guys. So that's important to see that. That
loyalty.
That not only loyalty, but that they actually stepped up to the plate and they played well enough that you wanted to offer them that. Because you're not gonna just offer anybody that. You offering the guy that because he deserves it, just like what he did with DJ. I mean, you want to lock these guys down, and like we're seeing, if you don't, you can end up like the Bengals or like the Cowboys.
Or them Browns got to pay $40 million to the edge rusher, boy. Change the market.
Yeah.
Change them. Or like you said, them Bengals, they had to pay both of the receivers at the same time.
I mean, that's why I said the Cowboys and the Bengals, because they're paying offensive players that much money. And that's tough. I mean, when you start handing out that much money to the offense, how much, I mean, you got to pay the defense too. Now you're going to have some holes somewhere. So, it gets tough out there.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'm happy to see that. I'm a Kyler Gordon fan. And
yes, sir.
You see the comics in the background. So I like me a little Spider-Man and how the kid do the little Spider-Man. I can rock with
that. From us to Kyler, man, get paid, young brother, get paid.
No doubt.
Get paid, young brother, get paid. I censored it, but shout out, rest in peace to Young Dolph. I had to throw that in there. But yeah, man,
no doubt.
Don't spend it all in one place and don't be in them clubs in Chicago, man. It's I always remember Tommy.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
And shout out to the real Bears fans.
We took that one back.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, congratulations to the kid. He's done everything right, and you like to see that hard work paying off.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
don't hear you don't hear you don't
motivation
hear
for the
negative
rest of the
things about
guys.
him. You don't hear negative things about him either. So, hey, salute.
And that was somebody that when the new DC Dennis Allen came in, he made mention of Kyler Gordon. So I know
Mm,
he's happy that he
okay.
got the guy that he liked locked down. So that's pretty cool. But moving along, because you guys know we ain't gonna keep you too long, especially
For
since
sure.
that's
For
some
sure.
news that's been out for a couple of days. But you want to talk about it? Hit us in the comments. We'll chop it up with you. And before I move ahead, y'all don't forget to get
Oh
down there and drop
yeah.
a like,
Yes,
share, and
sir.
subscribe to this thing. We will be going live for the draft. Um,
Hey, shout out to
as
the
of
fans and subscribers, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
100%, definitely. We literally can't do this without you. Um, but so far it's looking like we'll do day one of the draft Thursday. Um, I believe it starts at 7 p.m. D Snow, so maybe we'll go live about 6:30, 6:45. We'll put it out there early.
And see, and D Snowden grew up, so now I be drinking Jameson. But since we going live, I might have to do like Uncle, bring the yak out. Got to bring that yak out, my black and mild.
Wow, for real, for real. So yeah, well now I don't know if we'll do Friday. We definitely won't go live on Saturday, but after it's all said and done, then we'll come and do another episode to wrap up the entirety of the draft.
Yes,
But
sir.
we're definitely gonna do Thursday. Um, that's round one. That's the hottest. That's what everybody gonna be
Yes,
talking
sir.
about. So
Yes, sir.
join us next Thursday. I'll put the official time out, but it'll probably be starting about 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Um,
I
man, we
mean, you
gonna
know
kick
what?
it.
D Snow might throw on his. I might throw a suit on or something, man. You know, I ain't never got a chance to be drafted. You know, this
I
off.
mean,
You know, the fans
hey,
then
I
said they
won't.
want to kick it with us. I know you won't,
I
but
won't. You gonna
I
be
might.
you gonna be
I,
drinking and sweating.
yeah, man. Hey, hey, Tito's, Fritos, free hoes, Lakers in 5.
I like it. Y'all see, that's the type of energy y'all gonna be dealing with on
Yes,
Thursday. So
Sirski.
come on and kick it with your boys and CHI
Please
Go
do.
Bears
Please do.
and react to this Bears pick with us. And we're gonna be breaking down and reacting to all of the draft picks that whole day. So
Yes, sir.
y'all know how I like to get analytical, and D
Yeah.
Snow gonna clown everything I get analytical
Hey,
with. So
hey, and we gonna be big up, and I love seeing these kids getting that opportunity, man, and getting drafted, seeing the tears, the parents, and I love the whole back and forth and everything. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see the festivities, man. Hey, we
yeah,
are getting closer and closer, man. Hey, we
and
less than 2 weeks now.
the draft is in Green Bay, so prep yourself. Whoever we draft is gonna get
Boo,
booed. He's gonna get
boo.
booed. It was in Detroit last year, so keep it going.
Yeah,
But moving along, I just want to chop it up real quick about some new names that have been added to the top 30 visits.
yeah.
Yesterday, we had Amarion Hampton, running back out of UNC, somebody who we've mentioned a lot on this show,
Hmm.
and Shamar Stewart. Were in Chicago at Halas Hall visiting the Bears yesterday. So definitely like those names. Hampton more so than Stewart, of course.
Of course, of course.
Um, but then another name that was added this week also is running back out of Iowa, Caleb Johnson.
Mm.
Another big bruising back. D Snow. Anything jump out at you about these names that are coming in?
Well, instead of us trading up, maybe we might just trade down. Maybe there's something in the works because he's starting to look at a lot of different angles.
It's a
He's
wide range.
Yeah, he's looking at different packages, different scenarios. Like I love it. I love it. Like you don't know where he's going with this. You don't know what hand he's going to play, but we all know that it's going to be fireworks. It is every draft will pose. So I can't wait. I can't wait, man. The countdown is on, and we're gonna be live with y'all, man. So hey, man, bring your drink, man. Comment, hang out with us, man. D Snug gonna act a fool.
And I want to reiterate, and I'm not saying I'm pushing for this. We want Genty. If Genty is gone, do do not be surprised if they go Hampton at 10. It's not ideal, but a lot of teams, half the teams in the top 10 want to trade back. There's
Mhm.
not gonna be a trade for everybody. They're not gonna be able to trade back.
Yeah.
If they can't trade back, someone's gonna be a reach. Prep your minds, Bears fans. It could be us. It could be us. I'm just saying, prepare yourself.
Hey,
Don't be like,
I'm
what?
no, I'm gonna be honest because I know you're the guy that knows these kids. You know their backgrounds. I didn't know a lot about Gibbs, and I'll never forget that first game when he trucked that guy. I was introduced to who Jamal Gibbs was. Like that was, and he a rookie doing that, and then he
And you remember
continued.
when they drafted him, everyone laughed. They said,
Hey,
Detroit, what are you doing?
when Montgomery went down last season, he carried the load for them and continued to play well, even though he didn't have that offset back to give him a break. He continued to truck, man, run, man, big games. It was fun to watch. So, hey, I'm excited. We'll see what we get.
One
I think no
one
matter
thing
what, we'll
is
be in good hands.
one thing that's evident is Ben Johnson wants a playmaker at that running back. They
Yeah.
bringing in all the big name running backs. He wants a playmaker there. That is certain. I'm sure of it. I don't. I would be surprised if one of those top 3 picks, 10, 39, or 41,
Mhm.
isn't a running back. That would
Mm,
shock me if
mm.
it's not a running back. I feel like we getting one and we getting one early. So prep yourself, Chicago fans. Get at me in the comments. At me if you got a problem with what I'm saying. But hey, just brace yourself. That's all I'm
Got
saying.
no problem
Don't
with
act
us taking an
shocked.
Ohio State kid. Bring him on.
Yeah. Um, but in other news, I thought this was real interesting. According to Louis Riddick of ESPN, seems like the New England Patriots are locked in at number 4, getting some protection for Drake May in the form of Will Campbell.
Mm.
Louis Riddick thinks Will Campbell is not getting past the New England Patriots, and it makes sense. It makes sense. You gotta protect your young quarterback,
Yeah.
and he's got probably one of the worst lines. They worse than
Hey,
us, and they
and
haven't
they
done a whole lot to.
and they just spent a lot of money on the guy that just came off an injury. So you got to be able to make sure he can get open. You got you got to block. You know.
Yeah. And I know Will Campbell is a name that a lot of Bears fans are interested in and would like for the Bears to draft if he's available at 10. But
Hmm.
it's a strong possibility the kid don't make it past 12. I mean past 4. So another thing to brace your minds for. get,
I think Bears fans
get
are.
used to that. Get
I
prepared
think
for that.
Bears fans are optimistic. I don't think they are like have we been in the past when we expect a lot. I think at this point we see that there's something going on and that we might actually be, cooking something up. So I think everybody's anticipating something good to come out of this. And I'm excited, man. I'm pumped up. I know you are. I know Chicago is. I know all the Bears fans are. Man, it's a long time before the season starts, but man, hey, all of those OTAs and stuff are gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be fun to see once we put this team together and everybody goes out there and competes. Hey, we're gonna have a real team on the field this year, man. Not just maybe. I think we really have something. I think we came along at the right time to be able to ride this wave with our Chicago Bears.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Um, So, okay, now the final topic I want to go over before we wrap it up for the day. We got to get the play-in games kicking off in a little
Yes,
bit, so we're gonna get
sir.
into that. But last thing I want to go over today, some news this morning coming out of Miami that Jalen Ramsey is looking like he's on his way out of Dodge. They trying to work out a deal for the kid. And side note, is it bad that I forgot he was there? Is it bad that I forgot Jalen Ramsey was in Miami? He had a quiet year. And it's starting to go downhill for the kid. But news came out that they're trying to work out something to probably work on a trade to get him out of there. So I got to thinking, is this a Bears type of move? With the questions around Tariq Stevenson, do you think that the Bears should make a play for Jalen Ramsey, D Snow?
Well, anybody that knows me, including my son, Darian Snowdy Jr., they know that I am not a Tyreek Stevenson fan. And I have nothing against the kid. I think
I
he's a
can
good
second that.
player.
I know that too.
I think he's a good player. I think he's gonna have a good career. But man, Eli Apple, he gives me those vibes, bro. The same, like
Ooh.
talented, can really do a lot, but he lets his mouth. and his actions get in front of his play. And Tyreek, hopefully you can turn this around before it's too late and you end up somewhere where you don't want to be. But I mean, hey, I feel like this. If it's a third or fourth round pick, and Jalen can bring that, not only that energy that he brings, but that championship fiery like leadership in the locker room, I think it'd be a great fit. I think it'd be nice to add another vet to go with what we're doing right now. We don't have a lot of vets on the defensive side like we're starting to do on the offensive side. And if we can start to throw some vets in there that can play, because I mean, we do got the guy that we got from Tennessee. I do like him, but he's getting long in the tooth. What's his name?
Oh, Kevin Byard, the
Yeah, I
safety.
love Byers,
Yeah,
man. I wish we could have got him 5, 10 years ago, man. That dude is a beast.
yeah.
Shout
And
out to
he's a,
Kevin
he's
to
he's
Byers.
looking like a great leader.
Yeah, oh
But
for
yeah,
sure, for
we
sure.
definitely do need to get younger at that position.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I like Jalen Ramsey. I'm not that big a fan on him. For me, at this point in his career, I don't know that I'll give up a 3.
Okay.
4, maybe. Even that's a little
How
rich
old
to
is
me.
Jalen? I can find out real quick while
Yeah,
you're
look
doing
it
your
up
thing.
while
Go
I'm.
ahead,
Oh
talk.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
4 feels a little rich to me. If it's 5, like again, I forgot he was in Miami. so, and so I don't know. 4 feels a little bit rich because you can still find some really good players
Hey,
there. 5th, we might talk.
man, we need us a big play slay type of guy. A guy that's hey, Jalen got his chops in Jacksonville. He won him a chip out there in LA, and then like you say, he got lost to Miami. I think it was tough when dealing with what's going on with the offense. Once their quarterback went down, everything changed. They had a lot of injuries out there on the defense as well. But I think he still got something left. And I would hey, if we can make something like that happen, like you say, we don't want to give up too much, but if it's worth it and he's going to go ahead and stay with us for a couple of years and not just be a one and done. I think it'd be something to look at. I think it'd be exciting to think about adding him.
Bears fan, I'm interested to see how you guys feel about that.
Yes,
I,
sir.
I,
Give
I
them
haven't heard
comments.
much talk about it. I don't know what the mood is around that. But is that a player that you would be interested in the Bears making a play for?
What do you say?
The,
He said, "Hey, I never forget that video."
hey, him and Jalen Johnson together. You
That would
talk
be
about
nasty,
a shit talking backfield
bro. Hey,
quarterback. Boy,
hey.
that quarterback room would be a problem.
They'll be humming around the field too.
Yeah. But I mean, he's got a lot of faults at this point. Yes, he is a champion. Um, but he's somebody else that talks a lot and gets burned too. So he's not what he used to be, but he's still a vet and he's still been there before. So I
Yeah.
won't say no to it. I just don't know that I would give up more than a 3. 4 is questionable. You talking a 5? Okay, let's talk.
Okay.
I don't know what his contract situation is. Um, it could be a situation where if they don't find a trade, they might cut him. I don't know how.
I mean,
Again, I don't know his contract situation, so I don't know the penalties for Miami.
remember last offseason they lost most of their defense too. That was crazy. They had a big exodus. Like dudes just dipped on them. That was something. So
So they might be trying to recoup some draft picks back for that. Um,
yeah, well we ain't the one. We ain't going. Mm-mm.
I don't. I'm curious to see who is going though. I think it'll be hard to find more than a higher than a 4 for Jalen Ramsey, and I
Raiders.
would venture off to say the 5th. Raiders could
Raiders.
make yeah. Raiders could use a corner. I think that would be great for them. I'm all for that. Yeah. Matter of fact, no. I was gonna say go on and give him the number 6, but then Miami will mess around and take Genty.
Yeah, we don't want that.
But then
Throw him in
again,
that in that fast offense.
they got A Chain over there, so they might not. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, get in those comments. Let us know how you feel about that. I'm really, really curious to see the energy on that. How y'all feeling about
Yes,
Jalen
for
Ramsey?
sure, for sure.
You got anything else, Snow, before we get on up out of here?
Hey, once again, let's go Cubs. We still in first place. We're not still on that same win streak, but we are still playing some great
Yeah.
ball. 16-0 the other day.
Justin Steele
What
going
a
down hurt.
hey,
It
that was a
hurt.
tough loss. It's a long season. I know I'm excited in the beginning. It could all change in the next couple of weeks, but for now, wave that W. And
Yeah.
hey, thank you guys, man. Continue to like, share, subscribe, comment. We enjoy it, man, and we enjoy bringing this to y'all and having fun with y'all. So thank y'all, man. Let's keep running it up.
That's a fact, Jack. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we love y'all. For us here in Chicago, CHI Go Bears. I damn near messed up the name. But us here at CHI Go Bears, y'all, we love y'all.
The boys are back in
We
town.
appreciate y'all.
Hey,
And
enjoy y'all basketball, man. Stay dangerous, Chicago.
Absolutely. Come back, kick it with us again, Chi-Town.
Go Cubs, go.
Peace.